Progressive Insurance. See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at Progressive.com. Big 105.9 in Miami. Dolphins Radio Network. Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Miami Dolphins, yesterday, after their loss on Monday Night Football to the Pittsburgh Steelers, met with the media. I just want to give some historical context for our show. For those just tuning in or have never tuned in before, thank you for doing so. When Tua got his long-term extension, CC went nuts saying, why did you have to do this now? There was no reason to. Not saying he was bad nor good, just saying you didn't have to do it now, you could wait. During the course of this season, when the Dolphins were 1-6, Smalls and I said, together, same point, same day, separately, we just both happened to make it on the same day. We said, okay, Mike McDaniel, keep your job. Give yourself a shot by benching Tua and showing the world what you can do without him, because he may be hurting you. So that's just context there. Mike McDaniel yesterday asked if he's considering a quarterback change.
Well, I think the quarterback play last night was not good enough, and so for me, everything's on the table.
And who would you consider going to if you make a change?
Well, I think that we're in the process of game planning for the Cincinnati Bengals. So in that process, we're trying to determine who will give us the best chance to win, and I'll probably give you more clarity on that tomorrow.
Okay, CC, we need help as a 11-year NFL player who won a Super Bowl. Can you explain the timeline on the communication here? Because this is the thing that I'm not understanding. Why did Mike McDaniel announce that he may make a change yesterday, only to tell us today?
Well, I think he wants to make sure that everybody in the organization is aligned in terms of the decision that they make moving forward. So if, in fact, it's going to be about trying to protect Tua and thereby protect their interests in terms of optionality this offseason, they want to be deliberate before they make an announcement, because once you do it, you can't go back. And so I think that's them measuring 12 times and cutting once, rather than, cutting 12 times after only measuring once. So I think that's the reality of where the Miami Dolphins are at right now, and I completely get why Mike McDaniels is carrying it this way.
So do we think that the move today is that they're going to bench Tua, and if so, why?
Yeah, they should bench Tua, but it's not about protecting him for next year. I think it's more so about protecting the franchise. And here's the thing. I know we had Adam Schefter on yesterday, and he said that Tua is going to be QB1 for the Dolphins next year. They are inextricably linked because of the contract. I think if you're the Miami Dolphins, you cut ties with him. You just be done with it. He's not your future at the quarterback position, and quite frankly, you can't move your team forward with him being out there as your guy under center. Go ahead and eat the money. You understand you're on the hook for his salary next year. Pay it. It's okay. The last thing you want to do is be tied to him beyond next year. God forbid he goes out there and he gets hurt in 2026, then you got to deal with whatever guarantees in 20. Get rid of the guy. Don't have him on the team at the beginning of the league year and guarantee the $3 million in 2027. Get rid of it. Be done with it. Russell Wilson, Denver Broncos style. Go with a clean slate. I understand it puts you in a tough spot from a cap standpoint, but teams have found ways to be able to navigate around it. I think the Miami Dolphins are having an introspective moment now that they're officially eliminated from the playoffs. They're evaluating everything about their team, everything about their operation, and the quarterback should absolutely be on the table.
Yeah, it definitely signals a new era in Miami if you go that route, especially with a new GM who's going to come in and want to build a team the way that he wants to. But then that, of course, breeds the question, if you're moving on from the quarterback, do you move on from the head coach that was hired for the quarterback? Do you move on from the head coach that was inextricably linked to said quarterback because of the preferences of that quarterback? And it seems like everything we've heard out of Miami is that they wanted to give Mike McDaniel a fair shake. It seems like ownership likes him and wants to keep him around. But if you're signaling that this is going to be a completely new era, do you move on from every party? You've already moved on from the GM. Do you say, if there's no Tua, should we go a different route at head coach as well?
Well, here's the thing. I think there are a lot of things to like when it comes to Mike McDaniel, and I can understand why owner Stephen Ross would be hesitant to move off of him, because he's a really sharp guy, and I don't think it's too big for him in terms of managing the overall operation. I think he's with a quarterback that's extremely limited, and we're seeing those limitations play out in real time. We saw it on Monday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, that lollipop that he threw that got picked by Asante Samuel Jr. At this stage into his career, he shouldn't be making that throw. He making that mistake. This is a guy that has 15 interceptions this year. And the majority of them, if not all of them, are against zone coverage. So NFL teams are showing you, hey, we know how to stop this guy. Don't run man coverage and give him easy targets with those fast wide receivers. Play zone coverage, take away his first read, he's going to make mistakes. And if he doesn't make the mistake, make the throw, he's going to take the sack. You can't operate in the NFL that way if your quarterback can't find answers for that in real time. If opposing defenses are doing the same thing to you over and over and over again and you can't figure out an answer, that's a problem. And I don't think it's that Mike McDaniel doesn't have answers. I think the quarterback is just having problems seeing it when he's out there on the field. And so, if you're the Dolphins, I think it's been enough time. He's had enough runway. He's had 2 different head coaches. He's had plenty of help in terms of supporting cast on the offensive side of the ball. This guy is not a $50 million a year quarterback.
No, you know who he is.
You know who he is. And it's not good enough when we look at the guys that can compete with the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, the Joe Burrows of the AFC and get you to a championship. Because that's the point of the exercise. It's not just being a good team. It's about getting in the tournament and trying to get to a Super Bowl. There's no world that exists that anybody can have any degree of confidence that Tua can get you out of the AFC into the big one.
He's not a $50 million quarterback. And the reason I set up the context the way I did to start, he was never a $50 million quarterback. We said that was said. Like this is not a second guess. This was a first guess. And now potentially we learned today that they turned to either Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson to potentially try to save the job of Mike McDaniel and take them into the future minus Tua, we assume. Coming up, is it the end of the dynasty? And if it is, will we miss it? We'll discuss next. We're on Sportsman Life, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
We have to win out. We know that. That's as plain and simple as it is.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers tied for first place in the NFC South, and they go head-to-head in Charlotte this weekend. Coverage begins Sunday at noon Eastern with kickoff at 1 Eastern on ESPN.